Para Radioactiva, el planeta rock desde el festival Estéreo Picnic, los absolutamente increíbles Hives. Welcome to Radioactiva, the rock planet, guys. It's great to have you back in our country.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
How's everything going so far?
It's going great. We love it here. It's just altitude. It's a thing.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Because I've seen you jump all over
Yeah.
before.
He just said he tried to play some ping pong and it was more tiring than usual.
Okay.
We have very finely gauged constitution. So
Okay.
but I think it's going to be great.
We're just going to trim the ships before we go on stage. It'll
Yeah.
be fun. Set the height meter on 2,600 meters.
You got to switch. Flip a switch.
Flip the switch, right. I guess I'm going to start by the end. Enough is enough. What can you tell us of what's coming from the Hives?
We have a new song, a single called Enough is Enough.
Uh-huh.
It's coming out on April 1st.
Okay.
And we will probably play it here for the very first time it's ever been played outside of the people that were in the studio.
Oh, cool.
We've never played it live before, so we're going to premiere it here in Colombia. Thought it'd be a good place to do it.
Well, I'm glad it didn't take long. It didn't take long for you guys to have new music since the release of the Death of Randy Fitzsimmons.
It's the fastest we have ever been. If you can believe that.
Well, I think it's great. I mean, I know that after every album release, people get like lots of attention on a band, but you guys are all over since the release of the Death of Randy Fitzsimmons. It's great show in Glastonbury too.
Oh yeah.
And you did Latin America, Mexico last year too. So, what do you think is going on around the band currently?
It just seems like people really like us.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think they always did, but we didn't. We kind of ruined it by not putting out an album in 11 years.
Uh-huh.
So we feel like we owe people to pick up the pace a little bit.
Nah, man, you can't say that. You know, any person who have seen you perform live cannot say that you guys are like old people.
No, we're not lazy or old. I just mean like we could have done some more music.
Okay. How do you keep like the energy, the euphoric feeling, the destructive feeling we get when we see you guys perform on stage? I mean, it's atomic. It's an explosion.
I think it kind of comes from the music and that we need it to be that way. Like that's what we think rock and roll is. If it doesn't have that, it's kind of not worth bothering, really. Do you have any tricks?
No, I think we decided such a long time ago that we have to be the best every night, you know.
You know, has it always been like that? You guys started like in 97, right?
93.
93 or something.
93. Yeah.
93 first record.
97.
97,
yeah.
Right? Okay, so people usually think of the Hives like in the whole indie movement from late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
But I think you guys were like before.
Yeah, we were like considered a punk band before that. And then we were considered a garage band. Then we were considered an indie band. And then we were considered... I mean, in the beginning we played with hardcore bands. So I think they thought we were a hardcore punk band.
Yeah. We also played with because we wore suits, they put us in like, we played shows with ska bands because they saw the pictures and never listened to the music.
Oh, it's a ska band.
I thought it was a ska band. First time we went to America, they actually put us on a ska band bill.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened?
I think we play anywhere people will let us, but it's rock music basically. But
okay. Is it easy to identify what goes in a Hives record? Because you have an identity, you have a musical identity. When I play a record from the Hives, I know if it's like Hives or Veni Vidi Vicious or whatever, I know what I'm listening to. But in the studio, it might be a different feeling, right?
Well, it's kind of like a funnel whenever we make a record. Like it starts out like this, it's pretty broad. Like we might have like an instrumental song and like a soul ballad or something involved. And then as we make the record, it kind of just becomes the Hives.
Uh-huh.
Further, the closer you get to release, the more it starts to sound like the Hives, I think. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, all of our favorite bands have really strong identities where you hear like in 2 seconds, like, oh, that's that band. And I'm pretty proud that we are one of those bands.
What were you guys listening to in 93? Because, you know, of course, 93, mid-90s, we're talking about grunge, Alice in Chains, the final Nirvana records and all that.
Yeah, we weren't really listening to that so much. I like Nirvana and Metallica, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I kind of never listened to that. I think that period it was mostly like the classic punk bands, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Like what?
It was like Misfits, Dead Kennedys, maybe Sex Pistols. And also
the
like
Clash, I
that,
think.
yeah, the Clash, and some of that like California 90s punk,
Yeah.
like maybe
No.
Bad Religion and No Effects and stuff like that.
Okay.
That was the stuff that we liked.
Do you how do you call the Hives now? Like just rock and roll, right?
Yeah, we noticed that if you stop calling it punk, there's less rules,
Okay.
so you can do what you want. As soon as you call something punk, people are just gonna go, "That's not punk." If you call it rock and roll, nobody fucking cares. So it allowed us more freedom if we called it rock and roll. But I mean, if you like measure BPMs and what it sounds like, it's probably factually almost punk still.
Okay. Back to Enough Is Enough. Who produced the song? Who have you been working with the song? When was this written?
It was written. It's starting to rain for the listeners who can't hear that. I think it's. We recorded it in Stockholm.
Okay.
We can just move inside the umbrella.
Okay, yeah.
Move the camera a little bit.
I'm gonna just bring
stand
the
over here.
equipment inside too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, the smell in Glastonbury is hard. I mean, I was staying in a backstage, like in a tent, and it was too close to the bathrooms.
We've actually never stayed there. We just come in the tour bus, go on stage, get back and leave. I've never really experienced it apart from on stage.
Well, Bill,
it just then you're lost for like a week, and we never really had time to do that.
we saw the videos. I think I saw them on Enemy. Their performance in Glastonbury. I'm serious, like
it was amazing. The last one was great. Yeah.
We were talking about Enough Is Enough. Just when it started to rain.
We recorded it in Stockholm, and with Pelle Gunnerfeldt, who's kind of been involved in pretty much every record we've done since 1997. He is Sweden's best at recording a rock band, everyone at the same time, kind of by far, I think. So he was involved. We recorded there in Benny from ABBA's studio, which is one of the two fanciest studios, obviously, in Stockholm. The other one is owned by an IKEA Air.
Okay.
That was basically the five of us playing in a room, switching out the guitar part here and there, and fiddling with it. And Bob's your uncle.
Is it you with the crown? And the videos we've seen just bits and pieces of the video on social
part of
media.
It is me in the crown. Earlier today it was Nicholas in the crown.
Okay, it's just that we all remember here in Colombia when you guys performed for the first time, opening for the Arctic Monkeys. I remember you said like, "I'm king of Colombia today," and you made us all.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
I don't
thought
remember,
it was
but
funny.
it sounds awesome.
No, everybody in Colombia remembers. Everyone who was at that show remembered because no one's done it before.
That was one of my favorite shows. It was in the round thing. What's it called?
That was they changed it now. That place doesn't exist. They built a whole different thing. It's now a Movistar Arena. That was Palacio de los Deportes. No, Coliseo Cubierto el Campín back then.
Yeah. That was great. It was like we started playing, and then I heard the band like when we started, and then the crowd was so loud that I didn't hear the band the whole show. It was nuts. An amazing crowd. So we're happy to be here. So it was like I had like two shows that I thought were our best. It was that and For Sol in Mexico. And I'm excited that because this is going to be better, right?
Yes, of course.
Where are you? I understand you guys been recording in Mexico and Bogota some things on the streets. I don't know if you can talk about it. I mean, I can edit this, but I don't know if you can talk about what you've been doing on the streets.
We've been walking around doing stuff.
Okay.
We're not really sure what will come of it, but something's going to come of it.
Okay, cool.
We've been crawling the streets of Bogota last night, doing stuff. It's a beautiful place.
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Just a few more things before I leave you guys to prepare for the show. So the new song, of course, I guess it means a new record. Any date, any idea, anything you could tell us?
No idea.
One song at a time, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
One song at a time.
But it's
enough is enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you guys in our country.
Thank you. It was so fun.
We'll be there, audience will be there. Everybody's really excited because, of course, we love you guys and the live show has always been impressive. So thank you once again for being on country.
I just like to add that the avocados here are great, and it's a different species of avocado called Padeira, something like that. I can't remember. I'm going to have to write it down.
Okay.
It's better than the Hass avocado. That's my take.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.